At Dave Cooper Live, we connect the industry leaders in the architectural, engineering, and construction space with the people, the products, and the processes to help them build it better. Welcome everybody to Dave Cooper Live. Hot off a European factory tour with global modular construction leaders, today's guest is coming to us live from Brussels to give us the inside scoop of who's there and what's hot. But we're also going to be answering the question, how is AI and big data driving design, construction, manufacturing? Today, we welcome Krzysztof Droszcz as he shares some ninja tech tips for DfMA. You know, design for manufacturing and assembly. We're talking MEP systems, modular constructions, and all sorts of offsite manufacturing. But first, we got to thank some of the powerhouse partners out there that are allowing us to deliver all of these conversations. Make sure you give Shawn Intagliata from Cobalt Creed, dealer distributor for the Unico System, a small-duct, energy-efficient central HVAC for homes and businesses where space is at a premium. You want to check out their system. It is the perfect fit for off-site construction. All right, with that said, let's also thank the supporting members, and then we're going to get right into the show from the side of the road, and I truly mean that, with Krzysztof. Forward Solutions Group is successfully driving companies to succeed where others have failed. Are you looking to start a factory, optimize your existing factory, streamline your production, or take your team to the next level? Whatever your needs are, Forward has a solution for you. Reach out to Ben at forwardsolutionsgroup.com. HVAC Ltd. has a long history of innovation in cold form steel manufacturing and producing innovative precision roll forming technology for customers throughout the United States and the world. Check out their machine buyer's guide for offsite modular construction or fast build construction with light steel for framing. Go to their website, HVACLtd.com. Brought to you by Graitec, one of the largest Autodesk partners globally and software developer of the Powerpack, Advanced Design, Advanced Steel, and the StrucSoft product line. The complete solution to automate wood and light gauge steel framing, design, and documentation all the way out to CNC output, model, design, and manufacture with StrucSoft. Learn more at StrucSoftSolutions.com. All right, again, a big thank you to all of our supporting members out there. We cannot do any of this without all of you. And again, we really want to thank you for doing all that you do for this industry and helping us drive this message forward. So without further ado, let's bring on Krzysztof. Hey, Krzysztof, how you doing, my friend?
Hi, Dave. Hi. It's an honor to be here. I'm so excited.
All right. Well, I'm
How are you?
excited to have you here. Hopefully, I'm bringing a lot of energy. You're probably ready for bed.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm just going from Brussels to Germany. Just stopped on the way to make a show with you. So
Yeah,
it was exciting. It was exciting week.
it definitely was an exciting week. So you were in Brussels for MBI's World of Modular. I know we're short on time, so I want to make sure we get through everything. Give us the lowdown. How was it? Was it worth it? Was it a
Oh,
big event? Was it a small event? Or was it the right people at the right event?
that was exactly the right people and right event, and the event was quite nice. I mean, I haven't expected that there would be so many people here, and not only from Europe, but there was a lot of people from all over the world. We have people from Asia, from America, and South America, and places that you would never expect that
Right.
people would actually come here for Water Modular. It was really great. I mean, we've met a lot of new partners, people, and opportunities. It was great.
Are you seeing a lot of people building or gaining more enthusiasm for better ways to build an offsite construction?
Yeah, I think there was more. I mean, was a lot of specialists in modular construction, from architects, builders, and actually real specialists and developers as well. So it was really, really great to see people from the industry. Not only like we're usually going to World of Modular United States, but now we get to know a lot of industry leaders in Europe, and it was really, really great. Finishing in the factory tour, which was really, really inspiring as well.
Who did you tour? What factory?
It's a Schiphol factory in Brussels. I mean, Brussels. It's just like an hour drive from Brussels. It's really, really cool. It's a timber based frame factory. They're
Yeah.
using fiber wood insulations, LVL structures. Really cool. Really good. Yeah,
Yeah,
I like
yeah,
their
yeah,
idea. Yeah,
yeah, for sure. And fiberwood insulation's just starting to come here in the
no,
States with Timber
no,
HP and some others so
no.
that are doing it. Well, love it. Let's get into what you are doing at World of Modular. You, other than networking and getting new partners, you are also giving a talk on AI and big data and how it's driving design. Why don't you tell us a little bit about, Rebel and what it is you're working on? Because you have expanded from Poland to several locations here in the United States, and you have new partners here in the United States as well. So
Of course.
the floor is yours. I'll let you tell a little bit about it, and then we'll get into the presentation.
Sure. Yeah, I'm concentrating at the moment on the Rebel and Rebel concept, Rebel DfMA idea. We have several companies, as you know. There's IQ Module, but Invest Group, we have factories. But what we have developed for the last year, it was strictly DfMA design, architecture, concentrated on modular and prefab technology. So it's not only that we do our design for our factory, but we reach out to a lot of companies across the world. We work in Europe, in most of the countries in Europe. We have our offices in Poland, Denmark, and Germany, cooperating with a lot of different countries. We have expanded to Asia. We have some projects going on in Japan, and also we are present for a few years now in United States, concentrating in a New York area. Now we have some partners in Missouri, St. Louis, and California, New Mexico, South Carolina, Florida. We're trying to work with the industry, share knowledge, um, give our design ideas from the concept design up to DFMA, um, construction management, actually QC processes. We're trying to give the whole service to the modular builders actually. So that's what we do at the moment. Yeah.
Yeah, and I see that you're doing everything from single family, multifamily, commercial buildings.
Oh
You're
yeah.
really the gamut. So why don't you tell us about the product that you're using, that you're designing right now, and then let's get into it.
Yeah, we have two approaches to the to clients, and what we have to offer is not only it's not only like our own products like we have on shelf, let's say like a standardized products, but we do a lot of bespoke projects as well. So yes, we specialize in residential housing, hospitality projects. So usually when every project that is on the market, we are able to uh, change to modular and do DfMA for any factory, any technology, timber, light gauge steel, hot roll steel systems. It all depends whatever your factory is building. We have tools for that using AI, using very high LOD BIM software. We can deliver anything to anyone at the moment. And yes, we do multifamily, we do single family housing, even restaurants, coffee shops, actually everything you can imagine. We also have some medical projects at the moment, not hospitals, but small medical units that we're developing with one or actually two companies across the world. So that's it. I mean, we're able to deliver everything actually at the moment. So we're not
Well,
specializing, but yeah.
yeah, but I mean, listen, you guys have been in the shipbuilding business. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're in wood manufacturing for offsite modular construction. You're into steel manufacturing. So
Mhm.
this isn't a startup company. This is somebody that has a ton of experience, a lot of lessons learned, a lot of failures over the years, like we all have as we're learning and getting better. And I think that's kind of what's led you to where you are today. And I'm not making a sales pitch for you. I've known you for quite a few years now, and there's nothing but good stuff out there that I hear and see happening. So let's hop into what Rebel is and your presentation. This is some of what I think you showed in Brussels at World of Modular, is what you were saying. So why don't we add it to the stage, and then why don't you walk us through a little bit about what we have here, and just let me know what slide to go to.
Of course, yeah. Let's jump to some technical stuff that we're actually working on, and we recently, if you can stop here for a second on that slide, actually, so we recently got into AI integration with our software. We use Revit as Autodesk Revit as our base, but also have a lot of different software that we work with, and we also create our own add-ons, and we program our software to do what we want, not what developer of the software actually got us with the basics. So we're coding, programming using AI, using a lot of different add-ons and side software for design and DfMA to be exactly what we want. And actually what we want is a high repetition standardization and getting our package that we deliver to a client as accurate to the factory that we're working with as possible. So if you can jump on the next slide. um, mm, that's a sample showing some stages, some steps of the DfMA that is usually being done in factories. You up there you got a HVAC system, for example, and how to assembly step by step each and every part of this particular element. And we're trying to create for manufacturers that actually do a lot of stuff manually. We're trying to create sort of manuals for production. Imagine you have your workers from, I don't know, distant country and don't even speak English, or they don't have skills to do complicated work. Our software and our manuals that we're creating, IKEA-like manuals. Imagine going to IKEA shop, your store, you're buying a piece of desk, then it comes with a nice manual, and you do step by step, screw by screw, and this is exactly what we do. And it's we're planning the modular assembly in the factory the way that the factory that we work with is prepared to do, right? And it
Yeah.
doesn't matter what kind of language you use. We can use AI to translate, transcript, or whatever in any language in the world, and we are able to do manuals for every part or every station in every factory is needed. If you can jump to the next slide. That's our factory, was just showing how the model in BIM, then it's being built in a factory. That's our factory in Poland. If you go to the next one, that's another one. Our workers are actually working accordingly to our 3D manuals, building houses in our factory. The next, and these are some samples of DfMA, and I was explaining how the DfMA works, because believe me or not, I mean, a lot of people don't even use DfMA for factories, and we have met a lot of professional engineers that actually are struggling with the factories that they work in, that most of the stuff is being done, but most of the drawings are being done in AutoCAD flat. No details, no elements that actually are needed for production to get going. You can just go slide by slide. And this kind of drawings, this kind of 3D elements, they work in your imagination, and they actually show most of the crew that you work with how to assemble, how to work with tools and elements that you are building from. You can stop on that one actually. So we're trying to convince traditional manufacturers to go step forward and use high level BIM, high level DfMA to get upgraded their working culture in the factory, and how that it actually make it all easier, faster. Well, I've been in factories where AutoCAD drawings are on a table, and people have like red and blue marker, and they're actually drawing a line showing hot and cold water by hand, and then give it to a foreman to install it that way. That's not how it should be. So we are Rebel is a solution for factories, for architects, also engineers. We help them to understand how the modular, how offsite construction work, and we collaborate with everyone. It's not like we want to be alpha and omega and get the project done from A to Z. No, we collaborate with architects locally. We deliver permitting, everything on site, wherever you need. So we're starting from concept design, modular concept design. Then we hire local licensed architects. Very often we work from the set from the very beginning. We deliver the project accordingly to local codes, and then we jump back to our office, either in Germany, Poland, or in the States. We produce the DfMA drawings. The drawings are going back to the factory, back to the architect of record. They're being licensed, they're being checked. QC process is very complicated. Going back to our factory, and then to a production line. So the whole process is being very well. If you can stop here for a sec, the whole process is being very well managed by the whole team, local team, licensed team. We understand what we are giving, and we understand the responsibility that we have for our product, because it's not a nice drawing. It's actually the tool that the factory is building from, and
Yeah.
some unexpected things may happen if you don't care about your QC processes. But in order to achieve all that, we have got into we made a step forward, and getting AI, getting a lot of software around, using Autodesk Forma, Midjourney, ClickUp, Asana, ChatGPT, Stage, or OpenAI recently as well. I haven't listed it. To create coding software, to create some QC processes. We follow up schedules, we follow up processes on our servers with in the software as well. AI have become our tool, our companion, I may say, but we're trying to avoid AI to actually, I don't know if I can say that in English, substitute human.
Yeah.
All right. So it's a tool. It's an assistant that we are actually using. And imagine, if you can go to the next slide, imagine you have a huge data. I mean, I'm going to talk about that data project where there's a tremendous amount of data every day, and I don't know, it's like, let's say, a 5 million square feet project, and it's very hard for the human to process all the data, and that's how we can use AI very easily to get all the data from the project every day, summarize it, put it in a simple way of I don't know, spreadsheet kind of a follow-up, the most relevant or important information, and you can process it in matter of minutes instead of weeks that it usually happens. So we can do more projects, we can take care of more clients, and we can do it much better and on time, because most of our clients want everything on time. So yeah, these are a few pictures. Because the show I was having in World of Modular was pretty much about using AI on a different scale projects, and this is how we start some of our projects in Japan, for example, using Mid-Journey to create simple ideas, simple pictures to impress the client, and that's the first step that we do with AI if we are approaching a new market and we want to achieve, I mean, show something that we feel the market, we feel the vibe. AI helps us, like Pinterest, right?
Right.
Pinterest or AI or Midjourney, I mean, it's pretty much the same. So we use it for mood boarding, right? Then we go to feasibility study. We have tools using AI for creating feasibility studies. We create some modular standard apartments that we put into the software, and automatically it creates a plot full of apartments, buildings, creates roads and everything. So we can get some basic information out of the software and make a proposal to a client very easy. It's a matter of minutes actually to generate, I'd say, 1,000 versions of one project. That's really cool, and it speed up the processes. And believe me, if you get 100 of proposals every month, I mean, you cannot process it by a human, right? You usually take maybe 10, maybe 5 of those, and that way we can actually process all of them. So the next step, when you have all the feasibility studies and used AI for some of the inspirational work at the beginning, then the fun part begins, because we are creating our own software, our own upgrades to Revit using Python, Dynamo, and all of the other tools that we use every day. But the question is the architect the coding party, or you use the like a programming company? Or so if we figured out that yes, the architect, the engineer that works in our company, they have to understand coding. They have to know how to do that, because they understand the way the architectural or design processes are going, right? So we use we program using our own engineers, so they actually program what they need and not what we have ordered from some third party company. So that's how it works. The custom coding for repetition, for getting projects done faster, quicker, more efficient. Repeatability of elements. Imagine that you have to change one element in the window that is being, I don't know, change order by an architect or a client, and you have 1,000 windows in the project. So we look for the element that we want want to change, and we change it by one click. Of course, Revit can do that automatically, but imagine that there is 200 types of windows. So then you have to go through all of the types, all of the families, and AI helps us to filter and to find same elements and change them according to what we need. So it actually look for elements, not doing it automatically because it's one family. It's not one family. It's just you tell them that find this thickness of the window to change it to another thickness of the window or the frame, right? For example, or change 3 to 2 layers of glass or whatever you need. That's that these are the smart links that we need that we use. It all depends of what you need. You link elements together. It's all matter of data driven elements, so it matters what kind of data you put in the project, then how you want to change it and how you want to manipulate through the design process. That's graphically showing what are the links between elements in the design. So that's just a
And
full
that's just a
picture.
small portion of the links.
Yeah, yeah, 1/1 millionth of the portion. Yeah. That's unfortunately is not going to work. It was a video from repetitive work, and so maybe just who we are, and actually just a short information of how we solve all of these problems and elements that I have just said. If you can go back to slide, we have two companies. Can you go back? Oh yeah. So there are two. It's quite important that two companies. One is a architecture and design company. We do conventional building, modular building, but as architects, it license in Europe, in US. We can deliver projects also. And we have created another company that is directed. It's concentrated on DfMA only. It's a Rebel DfMA USA, which is a design for manufacture and assembly company only. They work together, but they're separate entities, and this is what we are actually concentrating at the moment in American markets. In the next slide, you can see services that we do on our website, rebeldfma.com. You can take a look at all those elements, what we do. There are some samples, there are some contact details, and you can reach us anytime. We would help you with all of the, projects and problems, issues that you have. We love consulting. We don't have to jump in a project fully at the start. We can consult. We can come to you. We have some people in the US. I'm traveling very often, and we're trying to find the best way, the best packages for all of our clients and factories that we work with to actually get the fitted project for exactly the product that you're looking for, because most of the factories, you don't need like the full beam version of your DfMA. You don't need a full modeling and manualing. Maybe you need some simple elements that will bring you up to speed. So we will develop a way, and we will develop the manual fitted and customized for you. That's what we do. So that's pretty much it. A few projects that I wanted to show. What have we built over the years, designed over the years. Most of the project we have built as well. We also have our factory and manufacturing partners in Europe and United States. I think that would be much more about it next year. We're warming up. We got 4 locations at the moment in the United States, where we're not only designing but also able to deliver very let's say standardized products, and we're also looking for another partners across the US.
Yep. So when you say partners in the US, so you're looking for manufacturing partners that are looking to up their DfMA services, design for manufacture assembly. And for those that are watching that don't really understand that, BIM and modeling has been around for a long time, but designing using a BIM style model that actually can speak to the manufacturing process at the same time is much different than the BIM models we started with, where you just could see what you were doing so you could build it on site. And I think that's a key element to what you're doing here is you're not only providing the services for the design, but you're also providing the expertise for the factory production side of it as well. So everything speaks. Is that correctly? Correct? Is that
Yes.
correctly? Is that the right word? Correctly? Is that correct?
That's correct. That's correct. Exactly. And
Yeah.
we are looking for, I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, we're not looking for clients. I wouldn't call it clients. We're looking for partners. We love to work with people that understand what we do and want to change, and
Mhm.
not only getting DfMA on the production floor, but also trying to get the product, the factory engineers, all your uh, let's say all the company works. It should work with the software. All the company and products should be aligned with some directions uh, that we want to create for the manufacturer that we are partnership in with. So we're looking for partners. And we are learning from a lot of factories as well. It's not like we are giving,
Right.
we know everything, we don't know everything. So we love to learn as well, and that's why we're flexible, and we're creating packages for each and every manufacturers according to their needs, because we know that everybody is different, and a lot of factories has great ideas. They just
Right.
don't know how to put it in 21st century, 2025, 2030 technology, right? So that's what we do.
I
Uh,
love it. I love it. Is there anything we missed that you wanted to touch on here today before I go to a question from Henry Mickelberg?
Now let's go.
Henry says, how long does Chris think it'll take until the US stop asking for 2D PDF drawings deconstructed from our beautiful LOD 400 models?
Yeah, though. Oh, we get that a lot. I mean, I think the biggest pain in the ass is where you actually do full BIM model, and you spend time, tremendous amount of efforts, and then you send a simple PDF flat drawing to the manufacturer, right? I mean, uh, that's what we are trying to do. We're trying to convince factories to use 3D driven software, and to have at least screens. They don't have to have VR goggles, but at least screens, at least iPads and stuff like that on the production side.
Yeah.
But I think it's going there, but I'm pretty sure that will take another 10 years anyway. So we have to start with few, so anyone else can follow.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I'm just putting your website up here one more time so people can find you as well. I think I think what you're doing is a great thing, and I'm very happy that you're taking the time to bring all your lessons learned, to folks here in the United States as well. You guys have been at this for a long time in Europe and Poland specifically, but all through Europe, and you come from a long history of amazing architects and designers. So this isn't something that you started, just born. You were born with this, is what I'm. It's in your DNA. So
Yes,
very,
sir.
very, very much appreciated, Chris. When you come to the United States next, hopefully people are going to be able to connect with you. I'm sure you'll be here for World of Modulars in Vegas next year. But make sure you keep us updated on when you're coming so other people can reach out. And can people reach out to you directly? What's the best place? LinkedIn or where?
Yeah, exactly. LinkedIn, through our
Yeah.
website, there's direct contact to our office, email. It's always directed to me if it's necessary, or our people in US or Europe. LinkedIn is actually one of the best way to contact me. If you got my personal contact number, it's easy to reach me on WhatsApp as well. I'm traveling to States every few months, staying for longer, jumping around the States actually. I mean 10 to 12 states even. So I'm happy to visit you at your factory, talk about what you need and create a product for you. I mean, this is what we do. So I'll be in States in the first 2 weeks of November, and yeah, I'd love to come.
Love it. Love it. And listen, you can always reach out to me if you want to be put in touch with Krzysztof. And so don't hesitate to reach out and connect with us on LinkedIn and YouTube and everywhere else. Chris, I know you still got to drive to your Germany, or you're almost in Germany. So I'm going to let you get back on the road. But
I'm going to Cologne. Yeah.
well, I wish I was doing a European tour with you right now, but I'm not. Anywho, we are going to be in Baltimore this week, though. We're going to be doing some filming out there, so stay tuned for that. We are going to a robotic factory there, so it's going to be some good info coming out. Chris, thank you so much.
Oh, always, Dave. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. And for the rest of you out there, guess what? It's Wednesday. We still got 2.5 more days to build it better. Unless you're in Europe, of course, then you're down to about 1.5 at this point. But listen. Thank you, Chris. Everybody else out there, make sure you say thank you to all of these supporting members as well. Chris, I'll come back to you after the outro here. We'll see you next time. Bye now. What an amazing show. Thank you to all of our sponsors for helping us to continue to bring all of these innovative conversations to all of you out there. Please visit them, see what they have to offer you. And as always, subscribe to the YouTube channel and ring that bell. It would mean the world to us. I'm Dave Cooper. Thanks for watching.